This is Danny with QuadLugs, and this is the finished skimmer. This is going to be our newest frame kit, which I'll have on site hopefully the first part of next week. Today is Wednesday, so hopefully first part of next week I'll have it up. So this is with the canopy that I've built for it. Very, very simple as I normally do them. But it covers up the electronics and it makes it look a little bit better, at least in my mind. So I wound up using 2212 let's see, 10s, 2212 10s. And these I think are 1450 kV, and they're the SUPO motors. And I have my Fat Shark on it. And kind of show you around. I'm using the Q-brain, and that's how it wound up setting up. Used my Q-brain, and again, I'm not cutting these wires on this particular one because I move it from quad to quad, or multi-rotor to multi-rotor. So let's go ahead and take this off. Oh, and I'm using 845 props on it. And I'll have all this listed out of what I've used on the site whenever I post it. We'll go ahead and take the canopy off. And there's the normal KK2 board. I think this is, yeah, this is a KK2. And I have it in one of our control KK2 holders there. And in this little case right here is a lemon receiver, a little 6-channel. So this is how it turned out. I did not put a deck in it, except for right there where we mounted the Q-brain, the ESC, and of course where the controls go. And let's see the underside of it. That's the underside, and that's how it turned out. We have our battery mount and, Velcro on each side as I normally do it. And I do that because the 3D printed battery mounts, if you pull really hard on the strap, you can damage it. Now, our production battery mounts are due out hopefully yet this week. They're doing some minor changes to the tooling or the mold, and we'll have those, like I was saying the other day, we'll have them on the site and we'll be selling them. And again, like I mentioned the other day, everyone who's bought a kit or lugs only, I'll be and who has purchased or it came with it, a battery mount, I'll be sending them out free of charge, the production mounts, because I want everybody to have the really tough ones. So as soon as we get those, I'll notify everyone and we'll get those moving out. The very simple frame flies like a dream, and tough as nails. You'll see I have a little bit of footage with the Mobius, and I say a little bit because I hit a fence post. Really dumb on my side, but you'll see it hit really hard and tore up some props, but that's the only thing that happened. You're looking at it, and the only thing I've done is change a couple of props. And let me hang on, I'll show you. These are the props. This is what wound up happening to it. But it hit the fence. You'll see it in the video. It fell. It hit toward the top of the fence, and it fell. And everything was fine. Everything made it fine. The only thing I did differently on this one is that I got a couple of motor mounts, and I'm kind of embarrassed I didn't think about this earlier or prior. I got a couple of motor mounts and I cut them, and on these right here I went ahead and put a little CA, and if you use thin CA and it wicks in here, oh my gosh, it works really well with this the plastic that we're using. And I went ahead and CA'd these on, because with one on top and bottom, you know, there's really not enough room to catch a screw, and I didn't want to put it in the top part. I wanted it flat. So, you know, if there was any damage, you could dig this wood out of there and reuse these. And of course, you just unscrew it here, and this wood will still come out, so you can still repair it. And I did the same thing in the back, except I cut it a little bit longer on, this is another motor mount here. And I cut it a little bit longer so I could, you know, go ahead and put a screw. And so this is removable. It's not glued, I'm sorry about that. It's not glued in, and it works real well. Now I just have Velcro holding this on, although the way the holes are falling out, you could run, you know, tie bands, you know, through those holes like I mount the motors normally. So anyway, that's working out real good. So if you're gonna, you know, mount anything on here or any one of the QuadLugs, this is a very, very good way of mounting items on. And you know, if you wanted to, of course, you know, it does, it's not much, but it does add a little bit of weight. If you wanted to mount your ESCs here on the arms, or actually mount them to the frame, you could use those too. And believe it or not, the ESCs I'm using, they're perfect fit, and it's right inside the holes, so you can tie band that on too if you wanted to, or Velcro it. Another thing that I've done, I have some Velcro that's not very wide. You can see it here, and it comes on a roll. And I'm using this instead of tie bands for this. What I've, you know, I use these, you know, from machine to machine. I move over the ESCs, and when you, or when I have been tie banding them, I'm finding, you know, there's little creases in the wire, and it's over a period of time. I mean, it could damage the wire, and you can kind of see, you know, how it starts putting a crease in there, and I call it a crease, lack of a better word. But anyway, it could wind up, you know, damaging the wire. I started using this on this particular one as first place, and man, I love it. You can take it off, do what you got to do, put it back on many times you want. Here I have it, here I have it, and I even have it here to hold my to plug in the Fat Shark. So it works really, really well. It's gentle on the wires, holds good, and it's reusable, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna use it quite a bit now. This is the Mobius. You know, I guess I'm behind times. I just got one in. First time flying it yesterday, and you'll see the video. Maybe what, a minute into it, and bang, smashed it. It hit somewhere right in here, and a prop caught, you know, there, and it spun it around, and the other prop here got caught, hit the fence and tore it up. But it actually hit here, somewhere in this area. It made it through the Mobius, so, you know, I'll tell you what, very, very good. You'll see the footage also. And as you can see, there's just Velcro. This is what came with it. I didn't put the other piece that came with it on here. I already had this. I just put this on. This is, you know, Home Depot, Lowe's stuff. I stuck it on, flew it around, and I'm gonna tell you what, you look at the footage, it's incredible. It's incredible. There's, I balanced the props. You know, I do a fairly good job with it. I don't get crazy with it. I use tape because I fly so many different ones, and I'm always building and tearing down, you know, so you know, I do it fairly quickly, but I try to do a good job. You'll see the video how good it is. It's incredible, incredible. And what I've done also with the Mobius is that, you know, there's mode 1 and mode 2, and I set both mode 1 and 2 for they're identical settings, and they're for wide angle. The only thing I did on mode 2 is that I went ahead and reversed, you know, the 180-degree reverse on the picture. So, you know, if I have it on top, mode 1, if I put it underneath here, I set it on mode 2, and I'm covered either way. It's real easy to do. So I tell you what, this is a really good camera so far. I have a D'Amica coming in. I'm gonna try it, I'm really happy with this camera. First of all, it took an extreme beating yesterday, and it still works. I got it from RC Timers, and they also have the wiring where you can plug it in here and it plugs straight into Fat Shark. I got one of those cables, and also it has it plugged into here and it goes just to a a servo connector. So if I want to use it on a different kind of setup, very, very convenient. But love the camera so far. You see the footage, you can judge for yourself. No special stabilization, that is it. And whenever you see what was produced, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna try to get out today. We've had some bad weather yesterday where I was out in it and the wind was bad, and the day before. But we're gonna try to get out today if the rain holds off. We've been having a lot of rain too. Anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna show you some footage. After this, I'll tag on the footage of the flight and also some footage of the frame without any electronics on it. It's making this a little bit longer, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, this thing flies fantastic. I mean, there's a lot of them here. I mean, I really like all the quads we have, and this is just a few of them. But I'm gonna tell you what, this is turning out to be, I guess, I tell you, they're all really good, so I hate to say this, but it's turning out to be one of my favorite because it's just tough, it's fun, and I tell you what, I've had a very, very good time with it. Flies crazy good. They all fly crazy good, and I tell you what, I really like it. Very simple on building this. Again, it's out of foam, the real cheap stuff, Dollar Tree foam. So we have a couple of customers that's bought some of the kits, and there's a couple of guys that are going to send me some pictures that I know of so far of the canopies they're building, and I'll have that out to you. Plus we have quite a few pictures coming in of some of their builds, and I'm gonna tell you what, there's some good stuff out there. It's really good. But anyway, thanks for the support. Please continue to support it. It's bringing on more lugs, and it keeps us alive. So really appreciate your help and all the support we're getting from everyone. But anyway, let me throw this a couple of videos at the end of this, and we'll get that rolling. And again, my name is Danny, and this is QuadLugs, the Skimmer, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks a million. I hit the fence.